Hi, everybody. Hi. Trying a new stream. It's called StreamYard, I think. And a little nervous today because I have no idea how it's going to work, but it is simulcasting to YouTube and to Facebook right now. And let me get this off here so you can see me. Hi. Hi, everybody. I wanted today to talk about fellowship, but I'm starting a little bit early, not just so I can feel and test the waters about what's going on with this program, but also because it's something I feel very passionate about. I think that all of the word community and change, and hi, Dom, and community and change, they're just being overused, and it's actually a form of gaslighting. And I don't know if you are familiar with that term or not, but it's basically, well, just that. You throw gas on a fire in order to make it get bigger, and then you just kind of walk away. Well, everybody is saying we have to come together, we have to act as a community, we have to do this, we have to do that. I think it's more about the true definition of fellowship. Now, fellowship doesn't really have to be in form of a devotional or religion or anything like that. It's more of a camaraderie. And I think that in this time of what we're all going through, that we are, how put this? There seems to be this common theme of where we have to put all our efforts toward one end goal, and therefore a community needs to be in place. But we're losing sight of that spark that is inside us that makes us a true individual and something that, makes us have a place at the table, so to speak, for that communal table where we can all just enjoy each other. Hi, Sue, I should say. So when we come to that table and we join together, we're kind of like a soul tribe, a spirit tribe, right? We have the same interests, so we just enjoy each other's company. We just enjoy each other's spark. Well, right now, we are so overwhelmed, this fellowship that we are pushing down that spark in order to just maintain within a community. Now, you have to understand, I briefly mentioned this in a podcast I did with Willow Grace Mystic. Check it out. It's on Spotify and it's on Apple Music or whatever, all these other different platforms. And it's kind of like you have a container filled with bread dough, and it's got live yeast and it's got all this movement, right? Well, that bread dough is going to rise, right? And then after a certain point, you have to punch it down. I mean, you got to take the hit, right? And then you cover it back up and it's going to rise a second time. And then it's going to be baked. You're going to end up with a final product. Well, if we keep shoving our spark down into a container and we don't actually check on it, we're not going to end up, I should say, with a product that we want to end up with. Not only will that happen, but there's only so much that can be squashed down into a container before things overflow, before that dough pushes that lid off, before there's a crack in the seam of that container. So we have to focus on our spark. What makes us a true individual? What interests we have? What offering we have to actually bring to that table for everybody? And I'm seeing that I'm currently out of focus. I can't help that, Amy. This is just the feed. Can't help it. Anyway, so I want you to know that you're not alone, and you never have been, and you never will be. Because the energy, that spark that you have is truly yours and is a forever piece of everything around us. It is part of a brighter and bigger collective than a lot of us are aware of, because our energy and who we are can never actually be destroyed. We just change form. So remember that. Remember your spark. Remember your value. Remember those things, those triggers, those things that you were working on before all of this stuff happened. And remember not to just shove it down into a container just to get through everything that's going on. And I'm going to use the word change. I don't really like it. I do think it's type of gaslighting right now. Hi, Fran. But that is what's happening. But remember, the one constant that we have is who we are. So if we understand, hey, I'm going to call up so and so. I'm going to go online. I'm going to, talk to some people. I'm going to have the same interests as me. I'm going to, there are ways of being with your soul tribe and pulling that chair up to that table. It's just rethinking things at the moment and how we do it. And there shouldn't be any fear of change. This is just part of evolution. It's caught a lot of us off guard. But as long as you remember who you are and those gifts that you are bringing to the table, that's stronger than anything out there. And being a part of humanity, being a part of this fellowship, right? Fellowship, being friends, being apart with everybody. And I'm not going to use the word community here. It's a fellowship, okay? Like-minded people, common goal, okay? Common opinion, that kind of thing, things of interest that kind of pull us all together into that soul tribe or into that spirit tribe, some people call it. And we need to reconnect with those people. Just check in on them, say, hey, I'm still out here. What are you up to today? And that will calm those nerves that we were all having. Now, yeah, exactly. No more shoving, Dom. No more shoving. You have to peek into that container and you have to allow yourself some time to shift around. And if you got to say, hey, I'm not working on you right down in there, that's when you put the lid back on after you punch that dough down and let it rise a second time. Because in the end, you're going to have something that is edible, meaning an end product that can be shared with people. Remember that. And I know that might be a little bit of strange symbolism, but I think that it's very important to know that none of us are truly alone, even through all of this social isolation and quarantine and things of that nature. And please don't use the word community. It's about fellowship. And I know that that might get cross-branded with religion or everything, or ideologies, but it's more about, hi, Dominique. It's exactly fellowship, Lord of the Rings. They had a cause, right? And they knew it would be something that they all had in common, and it was something that needed to be worked on. And everybody had their own individual gifts or spark to bring to that table, the Fellowship of the Ring. Okay? So I think I'm done with my rant. I came on here, like I said, a little bit early. I want to say hi to everybody. There's a lot of people today. Yeah, Dom, switch your vocab. I love that. Now, I am going to pull some cards for people. So, and if any of you have questions about any of that, please just put some comments in. This is completely interactive, and I'm loving this so far. This is StreamYard instead of Zoom. So, card time. Gemma, would you? Hi, Patty. Hi, Patty. I gave you a plug. Patty is Willow Grace Mystic. That is the great and wonderful lady I did the podcast with just recently. And please check out her Facebook page, Willow Grace Mystic, and check out the podcast. It's all about palmistry. And yes, I do want to say that it is possible to do palm readings, even though we are doing all of this online. All you have to do is take a pic of your hand, and then I go in here and we meet up in here online, and I literally just look at the picture and we do it that way. I also pull a card at the end of the palm reading, and then that's that. And down at the bottom of the screen, you'll see a little banner, scroller, whatever it's called. elementalintentions.com. That is my website. And there is a 25% off coupon for one of my readings. And that code is Divine 2020. Just remember to click apply code or apply coupon or something like that. But I heart you too. Willow Grace Mystic. Check it out. All right. So, Gemma, you're going to get a card. So today, I am going to pull, and they're all over here, and you can tell I'm having a heck of a time with my allergies. Couldn't even, no, it's bad. But anyway, if any of you need any kind of skin advice when it comes to atopic dermatitis, I've been dealing with it for 48 long years, and obviously it's a struggle, okay? So Gemma, hi Alyssa, I miss you too. Okay, first off, we're going to pull a card from an oracle deck called the Spirit of the Animals. It's a very wonderful deck, very beautiful artwork. And on it, you will see an animal, obviously, what the animal is, obviously, but also what attributes that animal has and how it applies to your current situation that you're going through. Now, why I chose this deck today as a primary deck is because of the whole fellowship theme. Animals run in packs, right? They have their own family. They have their own ranking system. Each one has its own gift. They know that. It's part of that innate knowing, that inner knowing, that being who we truly are and understanding what gifts we have. Well, it's the same in the animal community, right? So that's why I chose this deck. So, yes, I can, Marianne. I'll do that in a second. Marianne, let me see if I can actually post this on the screen. Right? There, Marianne, can you do cards for pets? Gonna try, okay? So here we go, Gemma. I'm gonna pull your card. Okay. The ram. Perseverance. I hope you can see that. I'm gonna go like this. Whoops. I am absolutely no good at this. Now, you have many gifts. No problem can withstand the power of your mind. With patience, you can reach your mountaintop. Never give up, and good luck will follow. Now, this is for Gemma. All right. Now, let me close this and let me hide that. Now, Gemma, do you have any questions about this particular card? I'm also going to pull a Lenormand card to see what the situation is that you are currently going through, but just one card, so it won't be in depth, all right? But it will just give you a little bit of a taste as to what you might want to focus on. But understand that this card is a strength that you have, an inner spark that you are not recognizing right now. And this perseverance is what you have to bring to the table of what's going on around you right now. So I'm going to set this aside. I'm going to pull from the Mirror Truth deck, which is a Lenormand deck. They are a combination of Oracle, Tarot, and playing cards. So there are only a couple things we're going to look at on the card itself. It's the image and also what playing card it's associated with. So here we go, Gemma. Loyalty, the dog. You have to understand that you need to be loyal to that spark that you have, loyal to the cause that you are taking up, loyal to your spark, loyal to that self that is inside of you. And if you do that, you will understand your perseverance and you will be able to get over that mountain. You have to use these two sides of you. There's no room for doubt. There's no room for fear. You have the strength of a ram, and, well, there's a little fieriness there too, okay? Hang in there. Be true to you. Focus on what's inside that container right now, and there's no stopping you. All right. So I hope that helped. To your love life, Gemma wants to know how it applies to her love life. Let me put that up there. To your love life, don't have any fear. Means to hang in there. And when it comes to loyalty, be true to you. If you have doubts about something, don't squash it down, vocalize it. But understand that in the end, the biggest thing that you need to support is yourself. That's how it affects your love life. And as Janis Joplin said, and I'm going to quote Janis Joplin, I feel like I need to, don't know why. And I hope I'm saying this right, but she says, sometimes all a lady has left is to be the bitch. Don't know why I need to say that, and I hope I don't get booted out for saying the B word. But anyway, I hope that helped, Gemma. Remember your strength and what you bring to the table and what you bring to the relationship, okay? All right. So, next up, let's see. Thanks, Dom. I'll put Dom up there. Yeah, I've said worse too. You probably know I have. Dom is a friend of mine. He actually posted something on Facebook that inspired my last rant. And it was a quote from Dune. Please check it out. It had to do with the pink moon. It was my super moon rant. And not Superman, but super moon rant. It's very interesting. All right, Alyssa. Alyssa says that her grandmother loved Janis Joplin. Well, here we go. We're all in this together, right? Okay. Now, let's see. Who's next? I did Gemma. Marianne. Marianne, again, would like me to see if I can pull a card for a pet. Let's see if I can. I think I'm going to pull from the Lenormand deck. I know. Interesting, right? You might think that I would pull from an animal deck, but today I'm feeling Lenormand. And I assume this has to do with, what's his name? Duncan. I know Marianne from outside of here. She is a really great lady. She's a PR person. You might want to hit her up, look her up on Facebook. Okay. So this is for Duncan, Marianne. The sun. Fire. Rebirth. And also down here on the bottom, and I have such trouble. I usually wear glasses, but it's the Ace of Diamonds, right? The beginning of the suit of diamonds. Now with that, obviously the sun has a lot of fire, has a lot of heat, but with what's going on with Duncan, I really feel that he has the energy to get through this, that in some aspect he is all there. Marianne, may I actually say a few things about Duncan? You can let me know on the sidebar here and the entrance, all right? But all signs are pointing to Duncan getting better, all right? Now, he has that fire in him. He's going to not be snapping as much at people because down here in the diamonds, home, hearth, pentacles, right? Coins, all that. Foundation, building of wealth, knowledge. He's going to be able to be himself again. So hang in there with him. Hang in there with him on his journey. And for some reason, I bet that he knows just how much you love him. And I love him too, and I've never even met him. And I'm allergic to dogs. Okay, so Fran, you're next. I started early, and then, wow, I think I might have time to do just about everybody. So if anybody wants a card, come on in. Join in on the party. Okay. So, Fran, you're getting a card. Hang in there. We're pulling the Lenormand card first, okay? You're welcome, friend. Uh, let's see here. Okay. The gentleman card. I have no idea what's going on in your world right now. Okay. But I will say the following is that with this card, it can go two ways. It can either be about a man, but more often than not, I always like to point out something about different cultures across the globe, and in particular, the Romani, gypsies, okay? Prefer to be called Romani, and different Native American traditions, things of that nature. I should also add that, is that this card also represents the north wind. And when the wind would come from the north, meaning a season change, an immediate thing, right? They knew that it was time to pack up and leave, to find a place that was more welcoming where they could actually thrive. Keep that in mind with this card, because I think that that is the direction this card is going in. Hang in there. Now, also want to say down on the bottom, we have the Ace of Hearts, if you can see down here. Okay, now the Ace of Hearts, hearts are associated with water, associated with the cups and tarot. It is the beginning of that suit. We have a lot of beginnings here, don't we, everybody? Maybe it's that fellowship I spoke about, right? Bringing everything to the table, bringing it back around. Okay, so Ace of Hearts, there are some emotions involved. So if you do decide to move when the wind comes from the north, yeah, there might be a little bit of sadness. There might be a little loss of love. There might be a lot of questions stirred up inside you. But you're going to get through it. Trust me, you are. Now, I'm going to pull. I'm going to shuffle these real quick. Now, I'm going to pull from the Animal Oracle deck. Okay. Dragon, supernatural. Okay. Going to hold that up there. You are the ancient wise sage. You can shape shift at will. Mastery is your destiny, and rise with dignity. Now, what did I just say? If you feel inside that you need to pick up and go to a more nurturing place, a place where you can truly grow who you are, when you feel that inside, you have an inner knowing that's very, very strong. Now, the fact that this is a dragon, I also want to point out that, if you were to breathe out and just exhale and relax, all those things that you have been holding in, hi, Becky, all those things that you have been holding in this situation, if you were to just exhale and let it all out, yeah, you might level the playing field. Yeah, you might burn your bridge. So contemplate your actions very carefully, okay? But remember, everybody's got to breathe sometime. So just focus on that inner spark that's inside of you that says, you know what? It's time to move forward, okay? Don't be scared. You may shed a few tears, but, and I'm going to use a word I said I didn't want to use, change. Change is afoot. Okay. So, I hope that helped. Now, let's see. Loretta, you're up. And what do all of you think about this new format? Again, this is StreamYard. It's not Zoom or anything. And I watched a YouTube video on it, and I kind of like it. It's kind of great, actually. It's a browser-based live broadcast system, so, or program or app or whatever. So Loretta, you're up, lady. You are going to get a Lenormand card. All right. Now you, Loretta, have the lady. Interesting. We have a lot of different situations going on here. Now, this is what you are going through. Now, there is a lot of pensive activity going on with you right now. I am going to go like that. Maybe you can see all those little buildings inside her, right? All the birds, all the different levels to those buildings. Well, remember that all of those memories, history, experiences, they're all inside the mind, right? And because of the expression on her face, because of the color of the card, meaning green, earth, right? Home, hearth, all that. These are a lot of memories that are going on right now. Don't get wrapped up in them, okay? Remember what I keep saying about that container. Even though all of this is going on around us, I understand that you may have a lot of worry. I understand that, everything is uncertain at the moment, but the one thing you have to know that is a certainty is you. That part of you that you have stuffed into a container. Now you may say, all those memories and all of the stuff that I'm thinking about, if that's inside all of these different buildings, is that my container? Yeah, that's your container. Right now is the time where you need to get into that container and play with that bread dough, as I said earlier, for those of you that are just logging on. Now, down here in the bottom, do you see the ace? I'm horrible doing this. Let's see the ace of spades. Now, the spades, everything's about aces today, beginnings, fellowship. Think of that. Okay, we are beginning and turning a corner when it comes to our fellow beings, our fellowship. Okay, now spades are associated with swords, associated with air, and it is a twinge of conflict. Okay, so when you open up your container, do not be overwhelmed. You got a lot going on. You really do, Loretta. You're going to get through it. You got a lot of thoughts, and in order to move forward, you are going to have to go inside, go way deep, and think about what you are doing. And it will have the potential to affect your relationships. I'm just going to put that in there. Okay? But we are all at a point in our lives when we have to look at, sounds really hokey, but we have to look at our rising dough. We have to look at our spark. We have to look at all those things that we were working on and going through before all of this stuff happened and affected all of us on a whole. Okay? We're back there. It's coming back around again. All right? Now, remember, you're going to get through it. Now is the time to be pensive, meaning introspective. Okay? And let's pull your oracle card. All right. The fox. Clever. Okay? You're swift and smart. Solutions to problems are easily found. Always listen to your instincts. And resources surround you, and be open to romance. I think that the romance part about this has to do with self-love, right? You've been through a lot of different things are playing around in your mind right now, and we're all trying to just push through. It's gonna be okay, because the spark I keep talking about, this is your spark. You are one clever lady, and it's your skill that needs to be at that table. Okay, remember, you're swift and smart. Bring that tenacity and that type of character that you have to the table, and you can't go wrong. All right, well, I hope that helped, Loretta. You can let me know. Yeah, I'm going to post this up there. Hi, Rebecca. Yeah, Alyssa is mentioning about her grandmother again and Janis Joplin. I made a reference to Janis Joplin earlier in one of her quotes. You may have to rewatch this feed. I am going to post it. Well, I guess it is posting on YouTube right now. So just check it out. Okay. So I am going to go back to Rebecca. Okay, Rebecca, you're up. Okay. All right. Yes, they are playful, Dom. That's that lightheartedness that Loretta has that she's just too overwhelmed to see at the moment. Thank you for adding that in. I'm going to post that up here. Okay. I really appreciate everybody and their input. This is really a lively meeting of the minds, okay? This is that fellowship I was talking about in the very beginning. We all have a shared interest. We're all sitting at our table right now, and we're all bringing our individuality and our spark together and enjoying our time together. At least I hope. Okay. So, Rebecca, back to you, lady. You ready, Rebecca? Hi, Vijay. I hope I pronounced that properly. If I didn't, I apologize. Okay, Rebecca, are you ready? Okay. All right. So, down here, I am going to pull a card and hope that I didn't just pull for Rebecca. It's a blur. I've had such trouble waking up this morning. You have no idea. You have no clue how much trouble I had waking up this morning. All right, Rebecca, she is ready. She said, yepers. Okay. Here's your Lenormand card. Interesting. The key. All right. Now, what I like to tell clients about this card is that you have the answer inside you to the situation that you're being faced with right now. It's just that you have to figure out how to use it to unlock that door. It happens. It happens a lot, actually, that we often forget our own power and our own strength. And it's okay. But on the other side of it, I want to point out it's pretty stormy on that other side, okay? So buckle up, lady. It's going to be a little tricky, okay? It's going to be pretty windy, a little stormy. So brace yourself, but know that it's something that you have to go through. Hi, Lisa. And you are going to get through it. And I know this always sounds really hokey to say, but you are. You're a constant. We're all in here in this room and on this earth as a constant. Our energy is a constant, right? We just change form. We can never, who we are can never truly be destroyed. Remember that, all right? So when you buckle up and go into that storm, remember, you are strong enough to do it, or else you wouldn't have the key to open that door to begin with. All right. Also down here, I want to point out that's the 8 of diamonds on that bottom corner. All right. So don't get caught up and thinking, when you open that door, don't get caught up in thinking about and reflecting on what you left behind on the other side of that door to go through it. Don't do it. Don't do a comparison. We all have to step up to the plate sometime, and your moment is right now. It's not a good thing. It's not a bad thing. It's just where we're all at right now. And for Rebecca, that's where you in particular are at right now. Now let's pull your oracle card. Hi, everybody who just came in here. I'm going to say again that we're talking about fellowship and about our personal spark and what we bring to the table, that communal table that we all sit at in order to be a spirit tribe or a soul tribe, our shared interests. Okay. Now, Rebecca, this is your animal spirit oracle card. Okay. The swan, Grace. All right, I'm going to go like that. Ooh. You who glides across the waters of my soul, bring me your wisdom and light. Help me transform into elegance and grace. Inspire me with dignity and the spirit of beauty. This is you at the moment. Remember when you go through that door, not to lose who you are, right? And that is the common theme of today. I felt I needed to bring this to our table. It needed to be said. And here we are again with the swan. Now, Rebecca, one thing I'm going to point out about a swan, yes, they're very beautiful. They have a lot of grace. But did you know that they can be really, really mean? Don't snap. Don't just go crazy and get angry and just go all over the place at once. Focus and use the grace that you have within you right now when you face your storm. And you will be the calm within that storm. That's where you need to be right now. All right. So I hope that helped. Hi, Preshi. I hope I said your name right. Preshi. I apologize. I normally wear glasses, but the computer reflects off the glasses, and it's a real mess. So I apologize. And Tisha, hello. See a lot of new people here today. So let's see. I also want to say, since there are so many people joining, that at the bottom of the screen, you see my website. And I have a coupon running right now for 25% off a reading. And the coupon code is Divine 2020. You can go in and then check out. Make sure to click on Apply Coupon, and you will get that 25% off. All right. I'm happy it helped, Rebecca. I really, really am. Now, let's see here. Tisha. I don't know why, Tisha, but I'm being drawn to pull card for you. We have never met. And hi, Anthony. I see you up there in the feed as well. It's very hard for me to say hello to everybody. So hi, everybody. So Tisha, I see that you just joined in a little bit ago, and we are running over on our time, but I am going to pull a card for you. I feel I need to. And we're going to start with the Lenormand deck. Now that, if you may or may not know, is a cross between an oracle, playing card, and a tarot deck. Right. So here we go. A scythe. All right. Now, this isn't as bad as it might appear to be. Yes, a scythe can cut things to the quick, but think about it in another respect, is that you use it in order to basically cut down what you have decided to grow. You're reaping the reward of the things that you have created in life up to this point. You are now applying it, you are now using it for your benefit, for the people you love, in business, friendships, for yourself, all of the above. And if you notice the wheat and everything in the fields, very earthy card. We also have the mill in the background, meaning that there is these steps that are taking place, right? You work within the field, you get the product, you grind it into what? Wheat, and there we go full circle back into bread dough, which is very intriguing, by the way, people. But anyway, also down on the bottom, we have the jack. Now, jacks are knights, aren't they? And that's also a diamond. Now, the diamonds are associated with earth. They are associated with coins, pentacles, all across the board, right? Now, what that means is that you have the strength of a knight. Now, yes, what is the job and what is the duty of a knight? They are the ones who are sent out to fight the battle. And they're sent out to fight the battle because of they can't be, swerve. They can't swerve. They have a superb focus. They have a superb drive to get things done. But because of that, they're the ones that have to get their hands dirty. They're the ones that hold that sword. Okay? They're the ones that end up holding that scythe. All right? But because it is the diamonds, that means that battle that you are going into with your scythe, you are making change for the better, not just for yourself, but for everybody. Again, the common theme here, and this is so amazing, everybody, is that this is what you are bringing to the table. You are literally bringing who you are and every facet, little tiny detail of who you are to the table for everybody to enjoy. And you have that strength to do it because you have the heart of a knight. Okay? It will benefit everybody. But don't give too much of you away because this is an earth card. It's all about nurture, and you have to give back to you. You can't deplete your reserves. You can't feed everybody at once, or else there won't be anything left for you to survive on. All right, now let's pull Tisha's oracle card. Hi, Claudia. Let's see here. Okay. Anybody have any questions? I'll get back to you, Anthony. Anthony has a question about a job. That's intriguing. I don't get asked that question very often. Okay. So, Tisha, here is your, all right. The lion. See that? The higher calling. You have within you the courage you need. What did we just say? You have the strength and courage of a knight. Let go of the past and reclaim your majesty. You will find success and contentment with those by your side. Make noble choices for your life and your tribe. You are bringing all those minute details and fascia of who you are to the table for everybody to enjoy and to provide for everybody. Again, I go back to that bread. We're making bread for everybody. All those things that we have pushed down into our containers, we are bringing forth and we are building something together. Now, I'm not going to say community, even though I literally just did. I'm going to call it a fellowship. We need to understand that all of us, hello, Jonathan. We need to understand that all of us, as one, we are a spirit tribe, that we are a soul tribe. If we get rid of all of this armor that we have on top of us in order to just get through what we're going through right now in our day-to-day, we will be much stronger. Okay? So remember, Tisha, remember what you're bringing to the table. Remember what you are bringing to your tribe. And it even says right there in the last line, your tribe. But because you did have that earthy Lenormand card, focus on keeping a reserve of energy for yourself. You have to feed yourself in order to feed others. Okay? Or else you won't be able to. If there isn't any more bread to give, what are you going to eat on in the end? Okay? So, James. Hi, James. How are you? Hi, Jennifer. Good morning. This is going way over. I only scheduled this until 11:30, everybody. But Anthony, I got called to look at what you wrote about a job. Very interesting. So I'm going to actually, let me think about this here. I'm going to pull a Lenormand card for you. Okay, I'm going to post that up there. Now, Anthony, this is going to be, the kind of readings that I do are more of a soul reading, all right? So be prepared, buckle up, as I often tell clients. And as I just said earlier today, this is going to be the last reading for today because I've gone 15 minutes over and I don't want to overstay my welcome, so to speak. So Anthony, this is about where you are right now, what you need to focus on to overcome in order to see that spark that you have inside of you, okay? And that spark that you have inside of you is what you need to use as a profession, because that spark is what you will bring to the table and everybody will recognize and everybody will understand how much value you bring. It's kind of like Rudolph, right? Rudolph wasn't invited to the reindeer games because he was different. It wasn't until everybody realized, wait, Rudolph's nose lights up and we can't see. We need somebody to light our path. Well, they saw that difference, that AKA gift, that AKA spark within Rudolph, and said, Rudolph, we were wrong. We need your help. Well, here we go, Anthony. We're going to look at your spark, okay? Let's do this. Clouds. This is your situation. Don't feel that you have burned your bridge. There are two sides to what this dragon is about, all right? This dragon has a lot of inner strength. And as before, I pulled a dragon card earlier as well, but it was an animal oracle card. But with the Lenormand card, we see the King of Wands or clubs or fire. It's all the same thing. So what you have to understand is the strength that you bring to the table. And that's a repeated thing throughout this whole session, everybody. It's our inner strength. It's our spark. It's our individuality, our gifts, okay? Our souls. What, and who we are. When you stop worrying about how people are perceiving you, you will understand that you are the king of fire. You can level a playing field just like if this dragon were to exhale. Or you can just sit there and hold it all in. The time is right now for you to make the move, but it's up to you. You can either hold it all in and fester and just stay up on top of that tree that really has no growth, or you can use your wings and you can fly and you can just say, look at me soar. I am the king of my fire. So I really see you, Anthony, and this may sound a little odd, but I see you as going off on your own to start some kind of business. I don't see you being an employee guy, okay? I see you as having an idea and unleashing it, because the king has that authority to know when to act upon something, when to act upon an idea, when to act upon that impulse to make change. And here you are. You have wings. Fly with that. Take it and run with that concept that you have. All right? Now, I hope that helped. I know it's a little abstract, meaning it's not, hey, go into computers, or hey, go into this or that, become a chef. But you really need to understand that you are at a point in your life where you can make it on your own. You're a king. You're the highest in that particular suit. Maintain, okay? Know that you have the strength of a dragon. Just stop having that self-doubt. Make that energy yours. Know that that energy is yours and run with it. Use your wings and fly, Anthony. Okay? Yes, Dominic is saying that you can do it, Anthony. All right? So there you go. You're very, very welcome. You're very welcome, Anthony just said. Happy to meet you too, Anthony. Okay, and I'm going to put this up there so that Anthony can see that too. Rebecca also adds her input. All right, everybody. That's me for today. Thank you. Thank you for joining me. I plan on doing this more often, and I love this streaming platform. It's great. I hope all of you like it too. It's called StreamYard. Never used it before today. Check it out. And I think I'm probably going to do something like this on maybe Thursday or Friday. I don't know. Check in on my Facebook page, Rachel G. Palmistry. Rachel, I don't even know my full Facebook thing. Rachel G. Palmistry's Elemental Intention. That's because I'm trying to mesh all of my craft and artwork and everything in with my palmistry. Again, I'm going to tell you that I can do palm readings online, and all I need is a picture of your hand, the flat of your hand, obviously. And then we go into a platform like this, and it will be private. It will not be live. It will not be recorded. And if you are interested in doing something like that, whether it be cards or palm, please go to my website, scrolling at the bottom of the screen, elementalintentions.com. There is a coupon right now for 25% off. That coupon is Divine 2020. Now I'm going to leave you, and I'm going to say that you are loved. Understand how important you are and how loved you are. And you need to know that. And way down on some little tiny level, you probably understand it, but I'm going to tell you in the black and white right here. You exist. Your energy. You are gifted. You exist. Bring who you are to the table because you are needed in the whole as a fellowship. And as Dominic said earlier, almost like the fellowship of the ring when it comes to the Lord of the Rings. We have a common goal. We have a common cause. We all realize that each one of us are coming from a different place in life. But we have that one thing in common amongst all of us, is that we are here, we are loved, or we would not be in existence. And I don't mean living, I mean spiritually. Okay? You are loved, and I love you. And thank you very much for stopping on by. And I hope that this helped a few of you. I'm sorry I didn't get a chance to read cards for everybody, but I will do this again, and I will post it on my Facebook page. Thank you, everyone. Bye-bye.